What's up, man? Trying out this new camera, new live stream camera, just in case I get this streaming business up and running. Know how that go. Don't know if I'm going to actually do it or not. Gotta have two different setups just to do the streaming. Let's see. Figure this out. Look like it's a delay on my end, but it ain't too bad. I don't like how the camera's so wide either. Good God, y'all can see it's raining, but it ain't too bad, man. How's the audio? Because I can't hear no audio on my end. And I ain't got no microphone either. My neighbor just pulled up. Trump supporter. Y'all think he gonna say something to me? What's up, big money? Top of the afternoon. Would you ever sell one of your trucks? Yeah, of course I sell one of my trucks in the future. Oh yeah, we always selling assets now when we get done with them. The problem is we ain't done with them. We got a lot of money to make from these trucks. We still soaking some money in, but eventually, I will be selling the trucks. Just not right now though. Everybody sells their equipment, and I mean, it's gonna always come a day where if you own trucks or cars, you know, eventually you're gonna sell them. But you ain't gonna sell them when ain't nothing broke down, or you ain't gonna sell them when they got all brand new engines. Gotta check the GPS on the flat top right quick. GPS look good right there. Okay, flat top still over there. How's the audio? Good day to you, sir. I like this camera, man. Y'all like this camera? I don't know if this is a new thing right here. I see, for whatever reason, it's got a wide angle lens. This ain't like the other camera I got, but it look like it's still clear though. But it's super wide. Let me see if I can turn it maybe this way. Sound like it's raining. Yeah, it's definitely raining. It's definitely raining. Gotta get used to all this equipment, man. I'm brother trying to find all kinds of ways to make money. See, when I get ready to jump back in these trucks, I need to make sure I got revenue coming from every which way. I need the YouTube, I need TikTok, I need Rumble, I need what are they streaming at? Twitch. I need Twitch too. Snapchat, Twitter. It's social media, man. I need to make sure revenue coming every which direction. In order to do that, I gotta have all the right equipment and stuff. I love the camera, great picture. Yeah, it do look like a great picture on my end. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Change some settings. How do I get info on a secret shop in West Texas? We ain't got no secret shop in West Texas. What secret shop in West Texas? You trying to get a blow or something? You trying to get a blow? Ain't nothing secret about the shop. You just go over to CarCat and yeah, $7,500 if that's what you're asking about. This is my setup right here. What I'm looking at. So as y'all can see, yeah, I got a little hat grease right here holding y'all up. You see how ghetto this is? Yeah, so that's how we doing it right there. Okay. That's how we doing it. So you gotta get creative around here. You gotta have a phone over here reading the comments. You got the camera right here. Then you gotta have another phone for bag up to cancel out phone calls and all that stuff. I can't hear the audio, so I don't know if it's good or bad, but I see y'all say y'all like it. I see the picture look good. I just don't, like I said, I can't hear the audio. But anyways, man, this is your Q&A, trucking Q&A on this beautiful Friday. Let me do my disclaimer. This Q&A, these trucking videos, are not to try to encourage you to buy no truck, buy no trailer, go to oil field, go do pneumatic, go do sandbox, lease on to nobody. That's not what this is about, okay? It's just me talking about trucking. As you can clearly see, I'm not in no truck, so whatever I'm telling you or talking to you about is not what I'm doing. I'm chilling. I'm at the house trying to get this live stream equipment together because I understand that having just trucking as one source of income is not the best way to go. A lot of us truck drivers have figured out how to make money outside of trucking, and it is truck drivers making $100,000 a year just off YouTube by itself, and some of them you watch them every day, but you would never know. So yeah, we got that all out the way. You know, let's get into this Q&A. Let's see, would you ever have bought a 2012 International with a match force? I would never buy a match force at all. I wouldn't waste my money on it. Why? Because match force has never had a good name. They never had a good name, a good reputation. They always known to break down. Most match forces only got like 200,000 miles on them, because that's all people could squeeze out of them before, you know, something go wrong with all that emissions. I wouldn't waste my money. I wouldn't. If you're looking at emissions, I would tell you to look at something else. Don't even waste the time. Don't try to be the truck driver that's sitting over in the corner talking about, well, man, that emissions, that match force, they say the only thing wrong with the emissions, so I'm gonna get it deleted. I'm gonna get it deleted, then it's gonna work good. That's what the last 3,000 truck drivers said about that truck, and it's still sitting with 200-some thousand miles on it. So don't even waste the money. Stay on Josh. Oh yeah, man, we gotta encourage Josh. You know, we gotta encourage him getting in the gym. I don't know where he at right now, but you know, we gotta encourage these truck drivers. You know, they gotta get in this gym. They gotta get this high blood pressure down and these diabetes, and eat that good healthy food. Okay, even me, I got to do the same thing too. It's just I'm actually doing it, and while I'm doing it, I might as well encourage the others to do it too. We don't want to see nobody, you know, getting unalived in the truck. We already had too many truck drivers in the past that's unaliving themselves, you know, and put the vapes down too. I know a couple of years ago, the vaping was real heavy in the trucking community. You vape long enough, your heart gonna give out on you. You don't know what's in that vape, but what I do know is everybody, all truck drivers I seen vaping, they almost left Earth. Literally, they was almost out of here. All of them. So put them vapes down, man. If you gonna smoke, you better stick to some cigarettes or some cigarellos or Black and Mild. You better stick to that right there. That vaping, man. That vaping, that's gonna get you out of here. That vaping gonna get you out of here. No. Seen too many truck drivers on the vape. Nah, they body ain't doing so well. Put that vape down. You don't know what's in it. You don't know what's in it. Let's see. Audio sound good. Camera looks good. Just call around and find a shop that is charging 60 to 70 hours, 50 hours for a rebuild. I just went through a tornado near 840. Is that in Nashville? Sound like the outer loop around here. What up? Did you sign up for Kai Streaming University? Nah, I didn't sign up for Streaming University. I didn't know anything about the Streaming University until I saw the first intro video on it. And I think he only picked people that he knew. What's up? What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Jeff?
Nothing much.
Oh, I'm loving that darn court.
Hey, man, they getting them out of here, huh?
Oh, Lord. And now they want to fight like they're going to make them stay. Throwing bricks at police, dropping scooters on their cars, shooting with Molly cocktails. Yeah. They got LA look like a third world country.
They really do.
And Chicago and New York too. And then I was telling my friend, I said, hell, if they fight that war for the young black man and always getting in trouble, hell, black people be better off.
Right.
You know, like that dude they keep fighting for to come back over here. Man, that dude a rape folks.
Talking to dude over there in El Salvador in the prison.
That dude.
I don't know, man. It seems like work getting back better, man. A lot of these people then got out, and you see these truck drivers got to speak English now, so that's getting some of them out of here.
Yeah, that's good.
Shoot.
Y'all finna paint that fence. I started painting.
Oh, I see.
With a brush, but that brush will work the shit out of you. I found me a paint gun, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you know, it's been raining so much that all it is a stain, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's gonna rain all week.
Huh?
It's gonna rain all the way to Friday too.
Yeah, I know. It'll be next week before I get to that. And I got to do it with a stitching cord, so I'm gonna have to have a stitch cord long enough to go back there and go under that fence and go on the other side. Cause I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to. Shit. In fact, I'm gonna pull my truck up in that backyard and pull it right over there when I paint.
Right, right.
Do some of the shit they've been doing to me all 10, 12 years.
Right.
Pull up in their yard. I was glad to get it fixed off. I'm telling you, man, it's been so peaceful.
Oh yeah, I know. It has.
Nah,
All the criminals ain't came through here no more.
don't have to worry about it. Sometimes trying to sneak and break in your house or nothing.
Right.
It's been so peaceful.
Right. And they got somebody. I got somebody new moved in this blue house.
Somebody new?
Yeah, you know they painted the house blue. I don't know what color it was before.
Well, it was great. Green. They had a bunch of church kids.
Yeah, I saw them. Right. I figured they were painting it because somebody new was moving in. Or is it the same people?
It was 2 old people there.
Oh, okay.
There was 2 old people that had a dog. And I'm just trying to, I want to, but I might start, I'm putting, right up between that same course in between. I'm going to put me a gazebo in there, and me and my son will fix a little bar on the outside so we can sit out there and get put a fireplace in the middle.
Right, right.
I mean, a fire pit.
There you go.
And sit out there and chill. Get out the house sometime like you're doing right now, sitting and chilling outside.
Right.
Sitting in the house. Yeah, I got on off work an hour early. Me and my friend gonna take my new one.
Okay.
My girl,
Sounds good to me.
girl, she went to a funeral, so. My god's 30 years old. In the army out there in South Carolina. Just bought him a house. Married and everything. Bought a house. Had an 8-foot pool in his backyard.
Right.
And he dove in. They killed him.
Suicide or he and I swim?
He knew how to swim. He hit the bottom and broke his head.
Hey, that was
You
good
ever
way.
notice when you go to the swim pool,
Man.
they say, do not dive in the pool?
Yeah.
And because he was 6'4".
Oh, no, that ain't gonna work. 6'4".
6'4" diving into an 8-foot pool.
Good God.
That's why when I used to go swimming, they had signposts everywhere. Do not dive in the swimming pool.
Right.
That's the reason. Because when you dive, sometimes you go down too far and pop.
Yeah, you definitely go down. You don't go down.
You going down.
Right.
That's what happened.
He must have got a running start too.
Yeah, they say man jump outside for people fall.
Oh wow. Hey.
A man and a woman saw it, and the man said he went over to help him. He said, well, by the time he went over to help him, he popped right back up.
Hey.
Hey man, it's dangerous to jump in the pool.
I already know.
If I'm gonna get in the pool, I'm gonna sit down first, then I'm gonna strike out like that.
Right.
I ain't that.
All right. Y'all see how fat my belly is? All right, we back. Let me see. Mr. Charlie ain't got nothing to do. I love my people, even the ones that still speak. Oh, I'm covering up the camera. I forgot y'all over here. All right, we back, y'all. We back. All right, let's go. Best engine for cheap parts, easy to work on. 12.7 Detroit 60 series or 14 liter. That's about the only old engine I'm gonna recommend, because with that 12.7 and 14 liter, man, you got the power, you got the cheap parts, you got the cheap overhaul kit, you got the cheap label. Everybody can work on it. It's American engine, man. That's all I recommend. But I'm not telling you to go out there and find you some 2 million mile 12.7 or something. You know, I ain't telling you. Well, first of all, I ain't telling you to go buy no truck, period. That's why I do my disclaimers. Got to do my disclaimers. Said my neighbor is speaking facts. Hey, look, one thing about Andrew, when the Democrats come around, you got to know how to talk, you know, the Democrat language. When the Republicans come around, you got to talk the Republican language, because, you know, me, I don't give a damn about none of that. I shoot. If they Democrats, I tell them what they want to hear. If they Republicans, I tell them what they want to hear. And that way, don't nobody get mad at Andrew. I got Democrats on my phone all day long. I got the Republicans living by me, but I'm in Tennessee. Everybody Republican around here. So y'all know I like Migos. So if Migo leave or stay, it ain't gonna affect me. Migo, I need Migo right now in Tennessee. Come work on some of these trucks. I go to the oil field, I need Migo. I like Migo. Migo like me. Migo like, cause Migo knows I got the money. Okay, let's see what's going on. Just find a local paying $1,500 a week job. Tell him to go to LA. It's nothing but a block. Let's see, what should I do? I work for Cardinal Logistics, making $1,200 a week. Should I go to Road Runner with TEL leasing and make two? Nope. Now y'all go with that leasing. Nope. Nope. You making $1,200 a week. You over at Cardinal Logistics. In what city? In what city? It really ain't gonna matter what city. Let me tell you about Cardinal Logistics, especially if you pulling reefer. First of all, if they paying you $1,200 a week as a truck driver at Cardinal Logistics, you need to understand the people in the warehouse get $1,200 too, and they going home every day. They driving forklift. All them guys in there working the forklift, that's loading the trailers, they at $1,200 a week too. So why would you be driving a truck for the same thing? You ain't even gotta drive a truck, man. You can just park their truck, just go inside the warehouse, work one of them forklifts for $1,200. But nah, if you trying to make more money, nah, man, leasing a truck ain't it. Not for no. What you trying to make $2,000? Man, heck no. You might as well just be 1099 company driver if you trying to do $2,000. But now, what I would do is, first of all, look in your area for. I'm pretty sure there's other W-2 jobs that's gonna pay you more than $1,200 a week. I would just look for local jobs in the area. You know, you got fuel hauling. You got food service. You got the trash people. Like here we got MBI. They do daycares, but they do the trash and stuff. They pay $2,000. You just need to look in your area for other opportunities. Hell, you may have a Porter Intermodal or some of these rail companies. Some of them pay at least $1,600, $1,800, but $1,200 in today's time, I can't do nothing with $1,200. I can't do nothing. $1,200. That's you can keep food on the table. You're gonna be having the same issues as the people I was working with at Love's. You making just enough after taxes to pay your rent, your car note, put food on the table, and maybe if you got some kids, you can put, you know, you can buy them some food and clothes, and you broke again. So, you know, so yeah, you just need to find another job. Find a job paying more. You know, especially depending on what city you living in with this $1,200. But for $1,200 a day, I would just ask Mr. Charlie, look, Mr. Charlie, I might as well just work in a warehouse for $1,200, because that's what the forklift driver's getting. I used to work at Cardinal Logistics. Cardinal Logistics right here in Gillisville, Tennessee. And look, you want to know how much they was paying me? I was at Cardinal Logistics making about $700 to $800 a week with my brand new latest greatest shoe shine 2016 lease truck, International Pro Star. I was making $700 to $800 a week, working the whole week, you know, with my lease truck. They was paying at the time, I think it was $1.01 a mile or something like that. Losing, pulling reefer freight. They getting, you know, anywhere between $3 and damn near $6 per mile on every goddamn load that you pull with that reefer. They paying you $1 a mile. Paying you $1 a mile. They paying you $1. Matter of fact, Cardinal Logistics put up one of these routes on DAT load board probably like 3 weeks ago. It was going from out of Gillisville, Tennessee, down to Alabama, like an hour. It's like an hour into Alabama. It's, you know, the 2-3 stops at these grocery stops. For that one load, and the load wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing but like 4 hours. It was about a 4-hour trip. For the whole load, they was paying about $1,500. They didn't pay me $1,500, and I worked 2 weeks straight with a lease truck. So you know, but they'll pay a carrier they'll pay you a carrier your whole check, 2 of your checks, matter of fact. So I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of opportunity out there. You most definitely need to find a better opportunity though. What about 10K International 9400 with an ISX 800,000 miles? Well, do you got ISX money? Do you got you know, I mean, if you got to rebuild it, you need to go and look and see. Let me see how much rebuild kits are. ATLdiesel.com. See, I can't approve. I used to tell y'all, you know, I used to talk this truck stuff to y'all about this rebuilding engines. I don't do it anymore, man. That's why now I get disclaimers out. That way, when y'all go out and get these trucks, and you end up like one of these YouTubers talking about they done got a truck, it got 2 million miles, and they put 100 grand into it, and it's still broke down, and all this nonsense. I don't want nothing to do with that. You know, my goal, you know, what am I looking for? ATL Diesel. My goal is to take my trucks and start squeezing as much money out of it. But I got some things I need to buy, and it ain't a car. It ain't no scat pack. Let me see. ATL Diesel, Cummins, by engine, Cummins. You got the dual cam, you got the single cam. I don't know, maybe the 2250. We'll say it's 2250. You can get the aftermarket overhaul kit. Probably about like $33.50. Let's go up one, 4,000. So about $4,000. Yeah, about $4,000 for the overhaul rebuild kit. That's the PAI brand. So plus label. Need somebody that can do the label. Let's see. Question for your trucking career. What was the craziest / funniest thing you've ever seen? Man, I didn't see. Look, in this trucking thing, you're gonna see all types of nonsense. I wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't begin to tell you because I don't know. Let me see. I can tell you the first craziest thing I seen. Back in 2015, when I first got my CDL, you know, I went up to Prime Meat, you know, spent about a month over there before they let me go. Then when I got back to the house after taking a 34-hour bus ride from Boston, Massachusetts, back to here on the Greyhound, you know, my Prime Meat trainer, if y'all don't remember, my Prime Meat trainer pulled up straight up there to the Greyhound station, Boston, Massachusetts, put me out with my stuff. I didn't have nothing. Me and the trainer was cool. Me and the trainer didn't have nothing going on. It's just Prime Meat didn't like the fact that I was doing YouTube and Facebook back there, so they called him and told him to put me out. That's back before Prime Meat. See, now Prime Meat let y'all do Facebook and YouTube, and you see a lot of Prime Meat drivers on YouTube now. And back when I first came in 2015, they wasn't having none of that. They wasn't having none. They were putting us out. Shoot, they put me out. They ain't do me like Junior Honduras. They ain't, you know, all this notoriety and start. Next thing you know, you're recruiting, and I ain't getting none of that treatment. My treatment was drop his ass off Boston, Massachusetts Greyhound. Anyway, I took a 34-hour bus ride back to the house crying because I thought it was back to the plantation for me. I thought I had to go back to FedEx. So I was like, well, crying all 34 hours. I'm sitting over here crying, thinking, man, ain't nobody gonna hire me. I done got fired. I just quit my job over at FedEx, and now I got to go back over to Mr. Charlie begging him for this $120 a week job back. I get back to the house, and I say, well, before I call my boss back over at FedEx and let him know I was just playing, let me call this company Night Transportation, because I think at the time I went on YouTube and Sinister was promoting Night Transportation down there, so I called them. Told them what happened at Prime Meet. They, you know, they don't care nothing about none of that. They was just like, well, can you be here Monday? We'll send you a bus ticket. So I give them a bus ticket. I go down now. Keep in mind, when I started doing this trucking thing at 21, I ain't never even left Nashville, Tennessee before, unless it was on a field trip. You know, I'd have been to the theme parks. You know, got the theme park up there in Ohio. I went to Kentucky Kingdom. But I ain't never went out, you know, I ain't drove nothing up out there. Plus, I didn't even have a car at that time. I didn't even shoot. My first car was this Challenger. Well, actually, my first car was a $15,000 flat top, but that didn't come into 2018. So anyways, man, I get the night transportation, you know, train with them, jump in their truck. And as y'all know, first load, you got to come down Highway 78. Highway 78. I come up out of night, get on Highway 78, start heading to Memphis out of Olive Branch, Mississippi. Start heading towards that Loves on Highway 78. First thing I come across is goddamn naked women running all over the street. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I didn't know if somebody was chasing these women. I didn't know what was going on, but that was the first craziest thing I saw. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. If you've been down Lamar Avenue, that's the first thing that back then, it ain't like how it is now. Back then in 2015, it was insane. Yeah, it was insane back then. I'm talking women everywhere. Booty naked. Everywhere. So that was the craziest thing I had seen. Like I said, I didn't know what the hell was going on. But that was in 2015. So I would say that's, but I done seen all kinds of stuff being a truck driver out here. I could probably do a year's worth of content just talking about all the stories I got in this ridiculous world we call trucking. I mean, shoot. Let's see. Scroll down. Let's see. You can't stop the rain. No, we can't stop the rain. Hey, the rain ain't too loud, is it? I got into hauling chicken feed. It pays $1,600 a week in Georgia. Georgia, that's the home of chicken, ain't it? Right there in Gaines, Georgia. Yeah, Gaines, Georgia. That's the home of chicken. Yeah, it's a lot of chicken plants down there. I was trying to get me a reefer contract down there, but I couldn't get a hold of none of them damn chicken plants down there. Gaines, Georgia. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What are your thoughts about car hauling? I think it's money in it, a lot of money in it. 1 million mile Detroit 60 Series good to buy? I can't answer that, man. You talking about an engine with 1 million miles on it. The only thing I can tell you is make sure you got rebuild money. Make sure you, because I'm not there to see the truck, so I don't know, you know. My truck, I don't know how many miles is on it. To be honest, I don't even look at it. I don't even care how many miles is on it. My old Dominant say 500,000 miles. Obviously, it's from 1997, so that's impossible. I don't know how many miles I got on it. Shoot, I don't know. It's just a number on the odometer to me. All I know is when the engine blow, open it up, put some new parts in, shut that crap back up. Shape World in the building. Shape World birthday just passed. Got to tell Shape World happy birthday. Do I mentor? Not really. You know, I don't mentor, but you know, anybody that email me, I always try to respond back. You know, I don't charge people to answer their questions, anything like that. I ain't never charged nobody. So if you ever need help, man, you just always email me. But nah, I don't mentor, because when I get back in this truck, man, try to make this trucking thing, try to squeeze this money out, I'm be too busy. Once I get in the truck, it's grind mode. You know, we got a lot of cash we need to come in, and a lot of stuff we need to buy, aka assets, because that's all I'm buying in trucking. I just need some assets. You know, I still gotta get a property. I still gotta pay this house off. I owe $50,000 on this house, so I gotta pay this off. Then I gotta get another house. Then I gotta put a lot of money in the stock market. Lamar Ave, my favorite place in Memphis. Yeah, Lamar Ave, that's why all the truck drivers hang out, but they got more than one track. If you talking about Memphis, Tennessee, they got a track over there on, I think it's Summer Avenue, right there where that liquor store at, beside the car wash. They got the track right there. They got a lot of ways to get your money out there in Memphis, man. You gotta think a lot of these women out here. Let me tell you about the prostitution game, okay? I've only seen one person in the last 10 years get anything out of this prostitution field, whether it be the girls that work on the street, the OnlyFans models, the Instagram models, whatever they do, all of this, the prostitution field. I've only seen one person, and she from Memphis. I only seen one person get anything out of that field. Now I'm not gonna tell y'all who that person is, cause then y'all gonna go look up and shit, and then I gotta have a bunch of phone calls, people asking me how I know her and all this nonsense. But one of y'all may know her something. She opened up her own porn company, so I put it like that. She opened up her own porn company. She out of Memphis, and that's all you need to know. It stay raining where you at. Yeah, it's gonna be raining for a minute. It's gonna rain all week. That's why I can't work on the AC, because the rain, man, shoot. It's raining hard. It's gonna be raining hard. Ways to get around having 1 year of authority dealing with brokers outside. Ways to get around having 1 year of authority dealing with brokers outside. Direct to shipper, of course. I don't understand the question. How do you survive underneath 1 year of authority? You do what else you doing, man. You see what I'm doing. This is how you survive when you only got three months of authority. Ain't nobody gonna work with you. You do this right here. Chill at the house. Chill at the house. Shit, that's how you do it right there. Chill at the house and keep the insurance paid. Yep, that's how you do it. I gotta check this audio, man. Let me, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me open up YouTube here. Check on this damn audio. Okay, the rain ain't too bad. Yeah, the rain ain't too bad. Okay. Somebody said, what's my email? Alright. I'll type my email in the chat room. Alright. And like I said, if y'all want to email me, matter of fact, I ain't doing that this whole week. If y'all want to email, y'all can always email me. Like I said, I never charge nobody for no answers or nothing like that. And right now I ain't doing no work, so I ain't that busy. But yeah, y'all can always email me, man. Like I said, if y'all just coming in, we got the little double feed going on here. Y'all see my little setup. I got the hair grease right here, cause I got 6 y'all on it. You see, we got the double feed. Y'all see how this is going? See how I gotta have all this equipment to bring you this new camera footage. Yeah, we gotta get, cause if I'm gonna stream in the truck, it's gonna be with this streaming camera right here. So I gotta test out the audio. I ain't got no mic for it yet. I gotta give me a Bluetooth mic. But man, I'm liking the way it's looking. Cause I'm trying. I gotta start getting money every which direction. When I get out there and get in this truck, YouTube need to be paying. Rumble, TikTok. I need to get on TikTok. I need that coming in. Yeah, I need money coming from there. Facebook. I need it all. I need it all. Cause once I start working, it's time to work. It's time to get this money coming in. I'm still debating if we gonna go to the oil field or not. Not to do sandbots though, pneumatic. Not to do sandbots. Check with Pilgrim Pride or Horizon Poultry. We're losing everything down here in West Texas, hauling frac sand. Yep. I mean, thing about trucking, we don't know when to give it up. All the signs in the world be there, and we just wait till we got $0 and can't put no food on the table. And you know, if you work for a company, and some people be so broke they just they gotta wait for the company to fire them before they finally leave up out of there. So, you know, man, are you doing sandbox? If you're doing sandbox, of course you can't put no food on. If you running sandbox, of course you cannot put food on the table. I mean, a sandbox driver couldn't put food on the table for the last 3-4 years. But then I know I got some sandbox drivers out there in North Dakota and some other areas. They gonna say, Andrew, you know that's a lie. I know, but these guys are specifically talking about West Texas, so you know I gotta troll them. Have you ever thought about having a high detention rate so you can get unloaded faster? I haven't done general freight like that to even be in a dock that long. Yeah, I ain't pulled drop in and refund to my authority. Shit, have I ever? Yeah, I don't think I've never been in a dock door at all with my authority with no drop in refund. A flatbed, I ain't never done that. The only load and drive in, not in the haul, I did the Amazon, that was dropping hook, and I did some JB Hunt, that was dropping hook, but I ain't never took a load and drive in, or took a drive in and got loaded, not that I know of. I did it as a company driver, so I ain't got no experience at it. SoCal in the building, what's up SoCal? Another day, another dollar. Old school New Jersey in the building. Will you have considered water hauling with your truck? Yeah, outside of North Dakota. Outside of North Dakota. North Dakota is just too expensive. The setup is too expensive. You gotta think in North Dakota, more than likely you're gonna be renting a trailer, because buying your own water hauling, you know, 3-axle, 4-axle, 5-axle water hauling tanker, man, that's too much money, man. The 3-axle tanker is already brand new, $80,000. I don't even know how much quad axle and all that, and that's a lot of money. You're gonna end up renting these trailers. The problem when I went up there, all the trailers that I knew of that you could rent, which was down there by the Biking Brothers, because usually they rent the trailers from the mechanics. When I called the mechanics, all the trailers was rented out at the time, and I can see why, because the work was booming. So usually you can rent a trailer that's got the 607 Challenger blower on there, but if it ain't got the blower on there, that means you gotta put the blower on your truck, and it's just an expensive business, man. You know, when things go wrong out there, you in North Dakota, man. Like the Biking Brothers said, man, you gonna have to know a mechanic out there, because I don't even think Freightliner was out there. No, it wasn't no dealerships out there. Not where I was at. I was in Newtown, North Dakota. The only thing that was out there was mom and pop mechanic shops. So you had to get in with them. Otherwise, who gonna work on your truck? You gonna be jacked up. Gonna be jacked up, man. But that's just the part of North Dakota I was working in. I'm pretty sure it's other. Oh, you see I'm echoing? Yeah, my bad. I got this. I had the other feed going right there. Turn that off. But in the part of North Dakota I was working in, you know, obviously there wasn't too much civilization around. So, but when I take the skills down to like Texas and other places, yeah, of course. It's just I don't know what they pay in other areas. I mean, the water hauling, that's super easy. Between water hauling and fuel hauling, which one is easier? It really depends. If you running diesel, like if you're a fuel hauler and you just doing diesel only, then obviously that's gonna be easier than water hauling. But if you a gas hauler, the water hauling is easier than the gas hauling, because the gas hauling you got extra steps you gotta do. The water hauling ain't no extra steps. But diesel is just hooking up a freaking hose into the ground and you pouring. Water hauling, you ain't no water hauling the same damn way. Yeah, you gonna hook up the hose to the freaking I forgot what them houses are called, but the giddy bots. You gonna hook it up to the giddy bots, but then you got to pressurize it though, so that's an extra step. You ain't got to pressurize no fuel tanker, so. But which one gonna unload faster? They about the same speed. Unloading the diesel tank and unloading the water tank, they're gonna be about the same speed. And chemicals, same thing. Go hook up the hose. It's just with the chemical trailer and the water tanker, you gotta pressurize this stuff to get it off. With fuel hauling, it's gravity, so it's not an extra step. But as far as what I would do it, I ain't never done it in West Texas. I don't even know any companies that do water hauling outside of North Dakota. But what I can say, North Dakota water hauling, if you want to know about the company money, if I went up there, man, at minimum, I'm looking for $2,500 a week. That's just the absolute minimum that I'd be looking for, you know. Let's see. Big Glow from Memphis. Yeah, it's a lot of rappers from Memphis. Big Glow, she used to work at Amazon right there on, I don't know what this street is. Where's the Amazon at? Airport Road or something like that? Right off Lamar. She worked right there at Amazon. She used to rap. She used to rap at the Amazon before she got famous. But let's see. Stream with your Meta glasses. Speaking of the Meta glasses, I just got an email today. They finally shipped them out to me. Apparently, when I ordered them, they was out of stock. So I don't have the glasses yet, but I should have them next week because they shipping out today. So maybe by Tuesday or Wednesday I should have them. Is your camera good with taking pictures also? Yeah, it's good for pictures also. Get off AOL. Hey, I done hit that AOL. Man, I opened that AOL when I was probably like 8 years old. I hit the AOL back before the 2008 housing crash. Yeah, I think I opened that AOL in middle school, matter of fact. Or it may have been elementary. I think it was elementary because they made us get it. They made us get a email. And yeah, I ain't changed it. I ain't changed it since. Nah, not a boo-boo. There's money out here. We can't keep giving up secrets anymore. How you think World War III is going to affect freight prices? Oh, you talking about what they got going on in Iran and Israel and all the rails? What I think is it Iran or is it Israel? One of them need to go ahead and attack that American base out there so Trump can do something crazy. Cause y'all know WTI crude oil prices that went up 8% yesterday. We had like $73, $74. But I need them to attack the American base so Trump can get on the news, do something crazy to send. We need oil prices going through the roof so the oil field can start booming. Cause then they gonna need this diesel, this great crude oil, and then I can take out my equipment out there and try to strike it rich. You know, while Trump and Israel and Iran handle they business, cause that's their business. So while they handling that, they gonna need all this fuel. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what I need to happen. I'm watching the news just like y'all. I'm watching Meet Kevin. I'm on YouTube too, man. I'm waiting. Come on, hit that base now. Hit that base so Trump can do something. He already got all y'all heavy haulers. I see all y'all heavy haulers bringing them tanks over there on Pennsylvania Avenue. Y'all see all them heavy haul, all them old school trucks that came out the woodwork. It wasn't not one new truck hauling none of them tanks going down Pennsylvania Avenue yesterday on the news. Y'all see that? They getting ready for the military parade. It wasn't nothing but Freightliner classics, W900s, and old school Peterbilt 379s with all them, what is that, low boys? Or RGNs? I think of RGNs, 3/4 axle RGNs with them tanks on the back coming down the White House Street. Yeah, I see y'all done brought all these old school trucks out. I ain't seen not one brand new, and there wasn't not one brand new truck on the news. I said, damn, that's a damn shame, man. People out here running, trying to get their all cash business back up and running. I know. People trying to get that all cash business back up and running. Turn the volume down on your other phone. Oh yeah, I got that covered. How you get into pneumatics? Just find a company that do pneumatics, see if they hiring. What about water hauling in Shreveport or West Texas? You just gotta find a company. I don't know any companies in them areas. What's the physical demand in hauling fuel? Ain't no physical demand. There ain't no physical. You ain't even gonna break a sweat because you're not doing nothing. what you doing with fuel hauling is always watching your back to see if what Mr. Charlie had. And that's that's what you're gonna be doing in fuel hauling. What I mean is, well, it depends on who you work for. If you work for Love's and Pilot, and what else gas station, I want to say them two, you gotta understand when you unloading fuel, Mr. Charlie, because they gotta watch the fuel haulers. They gotta make sure you got your uniform on. They gotta make sure you're doing everything correct. You just gotta make sure you looking at every car. You just looking, because they looking at you to see if they finna get rid of you, because they ain't looking to keep you. So that's your job right there. But as far as physical work, there ain't no physical work, because you're gonna be standing. When you hook up the hoses and you waiting for the fuel to go around, you standing. But what I'm saying is, how you gonna get fired? Okay, this is when you ain't paying attention. You think Mr. Charlie ain't looking. You unloading fuel. This is what we here to do at Love's, because I don't work there no more. So if you work at Love's, or probably just any fuel hauling company, you should know that Love's got cameras on the truck and stuff. So what we always had to do while you sitting up here waiting on this fuel to go on the ground, the compartment with the gauges in there, it's 2 doors. You open the doors, you stand behind the door with your phone like this. You see, this is the door right here. This is you right here. While you unloading that fuel, you down here with the phone. You just texting. That's what you doing. You looking. You see, you got the door blocking because the camera's staring at you. And who's on the camera? Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie staring at you on the camera. You think because the camera is there, ain't nobody watching. Mr. Charlie ain't got nothing better to do than to watch you all day. That's what they there for. They is there to watch you. If you don't think Mr. Charlie watching you, just get in the fuel truck with one of them AI cameras and just how can I put? Just don't put your seatbelt on. See, don't put your seatbelt on to see what's gonna happen. Mr. Charlie, don't worry, he gonna call you. He gonna call you as soon as your shift was over. He gonna have the video footage. He gonna have the link. He gonna have everything. Boom, right there. He caught you. He caught you. Touch your cell phone. Look. Just one time. Look. One time I was trying to connect my Bluetooth. I hit the phone up there in the mount. I said, damn, I gotta connect my Bluetooth. I took the phone out, hit the Bluetooth button, put it back up. As soon as my shift was over, Mr. Charlie with the footage. Hey, yeah, man, can't be touching your phone, man, while you're going down the road. I know you only touched it for 2 seconds, but man, you do it one more time, we're gonna have to write you up. I'm like, Mr. Charlie, it's not that serious. No, it is that serious, because see, all it takes is 2 seconds to roll the truck over and boom! I know they told you, fuel hauler, gasoline haulers, they don't explode, but bullshit. You roll that motherfucker over, you gonna be on the news. Man, look here, I have never seen a gas hauler roll the truck and trailer over and it ain't go up in fire, in big old flames. So, yep, I don't think I've seen that. Nah, I ain't never seen that. Have y'all? I don't know, I ain't never seen that. All the ones I seen roll over, especially here on YouTube, you just type in gasoline hauler rolls over, you can kind of see what that look like. You're gonna end up on the Asian mile. How did you find the flat top, man? The flat top was over in some grass. It had been sitting for about a year or 2. The company was done with the truck because they had made all their money off of it. And he was basically selling all his old trucks and trailers because they had bought all new trucks and trailers. And when I talked to him, he said, "Hey man, look, ain't nothing wrong with the truck, man. It's got a blow on there. It's ready to go. We just want the cash." So I test drove it. And you can see the videos on the YouTube. I test drove it. I didn't see nothing wrong with it, man. I went to Wells Fargo. I got the cash out, man. I bought it. At the time, trust me, I had already done the research. I had already heard everything about how bad the Mercedes engine is and all that. But what I said was, okay, but when I pay this $15,000, then I already got a blower and stuff. I can just lease it on at the company I work with and start making my money back. So I just bought the truck, and here we are, damn near 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 years later, still got it. So still got it 8 years later. Crazy how that worked out. 8 years later, huh? I can't blame you for buying BK. Burger King, that's another problem with fuel hauling. If you don't bring your own lunch, obviously you're gonna be subject to be eating what's up inside a pallet or what's inside Lowe's or Wherever you do fuel hauling for, whatever gas station, that's gonna be what you're gonna be eating. Now, depending on which Loves you go to, you may go to a Loves that's got Subway and Chester's Chicken. You may go to a Loves that's got McDonald's. I think McDonald's is Subway. Or man, the worst Loves I be hating. I hate when I go to the Loves and it's freaking is it Carl's Jr.? No, it's the other one, not Carl's Jr. What's the other one? What's the other one? Not it's like Carl's Jr., but it's called something else. When you go in that Loves and they got that crap in there, I'm like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god, bro. You do not want that. You do not want that. But the only Loves I like eating at was the one up here in White House, Tennessee. Has got the, I think it's Taco John's. Taco John's was pretty, yeah, Hardee's. Oh my god, bro. That right there, how you going to Burger King? You walk in that Loves and you like, man, I didn't, come on, man. You 4, 5, 6 hours into your shift and they send you to here, all the Loves with the Hardee's, and you like, come on, man. All I like was Taco John's. I could do Arby's, but Arby's get kind of old. You know, McDonald's and Subway, all that's gonna get old. What is it? The chicken, Chester's Chicken, that's gonna get old. But when you go to one with Hardee's in there, oh, and don't forget, if you work a night shift like me, you know, a lot of them places close at like what, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, something like that. They close. You working like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. You only got the Death Grill. Y'all know the Death Grill, right? The Death Grill with the hot dogs rolling. Oh my God, the Death Grill. Death Grill, that's your only option. They got the Death Grill, they got the hot dogs, they got the tornadoes, and that's, you want to eat that? Well, you gotta bring your own lunch. You gotta bring your own lunch. You gotta bring your own lunch. I'm trying to tell you, man. Because think about it. I worked with a guy at Loves, another truck driver. Now, I ain't gonna tell you his name, but this guy he was a good 500 pounds. He had been there like 24 years. He was a real cool guy though. But I can obviously tell looking at him that he never brought his own lunch. He clearly was just eating out of Loves. And you gotta think, okay, this is how my shift was, okay? You obviously come home, you sleep. As soon as you wake up, it's about time to go to work almost. Or maybe you might have 1, 2 hours left. You eat at work. Now, if you eat at work every day, and that's your options, Hardee's, Arby's, you know, that's it, them options. Man, you finna be so unhealthy and fat, and oh my God. You drivers, they were bringing their own food. Like Dirty Broke, he would bring his own food. He had his own lunchbox. His wife was making him food and stuff. But me, I was just, man, I was just buying the food up at the truck stop, and plus they gave us discounts too, so I wasn't never paying full price. I always got 50% off of any other restaurants at Loves. But man, the food options, man, it's probably cool for the first 3 months, but if you finna make a career out of eating Hardee's, McDonald's, and Chester's Chicken, and the Death Grill, yeah, man, you gonna need all that insurance they offer. You're gonna need the life insurance, the health insurance, and this disability. You're gonna need all that. You keep eating that food, you're gonna need all that. Y'all don't even work at these. Y'all ain't even no fuel hauling. Y'all know what I'm talking about right now, driving the truck. Look at your body right now. All y'all truck drivers going in there, getting all the Death Grill and all this. Just look at your body right now. Just getting out your truck, walking. By the time you get to the front door of that truck stop, you're already out of breath. You already out of breath anyway. And now you talking about you can eat this every day. Nah, not a boo boo. Yeah, nah, not a boo boo. So, but as far as the job itself, the fuel hauling is about the easiest job I probably had, other than water hauling. Them two was the easiest. The food service was the hardest, and we all know that. When I was working at Carter Logistics, unloading the freaking trailer and driving the truck, obviously that's gonna be the hardest. That food service, yeah, that's not what's up right there. Yeah, it may keep you in shape, but it's like working at FedEx all over again, man. You gonna hate every day you come to work. You gonna hate every day you come to work. You gotta sit here and unload a full 53-foot trailer, 3 different stops every day. at Piggly Wiggly and you know, mom and pop grocery, man, you don't want to do that. You got to work the pallet jack, the electric pallet jack. And I mean, look here, man. Look here. If they was paying you enough, it'd be worth it. But at the time, I only making $700-800. Now these food service guys is $2,000, $2,500, and $3,000 a week. That's different. When I did it back in the day, it was freaking $700. Big difference. TA has some home cooked meals. Country kitchen and iron skillet are the worst. Man, that iron skillet, that country pride, all that crap should have been gone 100 years ago. But see, Mr. Charlie is 70 years old. I told y'all about Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, they don't adapt. They haven't adapted to the fact that we in 2025 yet. So you probably gonna have to wait for them to, you know, you gotta wait for them to get up off of Earth. And then when they pass over to their sons who do live in 2025, 2026, then I think that's when all that crap will come up out of there. But right now, Mr. Charlie, you know, Mr. Charles still living in 1970s, so country pride and the iron skillet and all that crap gonna be there. You know, even though y'all barely even getting food up out of there and they clearly losing money, let them tell it. They'll pull a balance sheet out talking about they making millions of dollars out of iron skillet, but we can clearly see that that's just most definitely not the case. But yeah, you just gotta wait. Mr. Charlie, they stay in their 80s right now, and like I said, they still living in the 1970s. You know, ain't no talking no sense in the Mr. Charlie. You just gotta deal with the iron skillet. But I say about 2030, 2035, all that shoe shine be gone. They be gone. I'm shoot. You need special socks and Velcro and a 3X shirt. Do you know how much the drive-in drivers make at Love's? The drive-in drivers at Love's. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Talking about the tire guys. The sleeper tire guys. They make more than the fuel haulers. Yeah, they make more than the fuel haulers, at least here in the South. The tire guys, they also get paid by the hour, but because they're in the sleeper, they usually they get more hours than us, and usually they hourly pay is a little bit higher than ours. So my hourly pay was 28. The sleeper division I think is 30, cause that's the sleeper division, and then obviously I'm only working 50 to 55 hours. The OTR guys, they gonna be at 70 to 84 hours a week, so they make a little bit more money, a lot more money. But you know, they checks probably be close to 3,000 versus mine 2,000. So, and it's not just the tire guys, man. It's the tire guys, it's the step deck drivers, and the OTR sleeper drivers. They all get paid the same. It's the same money. It's all hourly, but they all get the same thing. I thought you was talking about McLean. I thought you were talking about the reefer drivers that come in there. I'm gonna say that's McLean and deliver the food. Let me see. Who is Mr. Charlie? It ain't no particular person. Yeah, Mr. Charlie is just a man. Yeah, Mr. Charlie ain't no particular person. Mr. Charlie is just whoever's running your company. It could be a black guy, white guy. It could be the Vladimir. Well, it can't be the Russians. For Russians, we call them Vladimir Putin. So we don't call the Russians Mr. Charlie. We just say Vladimir Putin. But we all understand Vladimir Putin, Mr. Charlie. That's the people in charge. You know, the owners and stuff. Mr. Charlie selling food shaped grease. What is that? Let's see. I'm trying to find a truck with the 12.7 motor you're talking about. I cannot find nothing. Any places you know. Oh, you got Facebook Marketplace. You got the auctions. Any one of them two places. I mean, you can look on Richie Bros auction. Facebook Market. You can most definitely find a 12.7 on Facebook Marketplace because a lot of truck drivers stay going broke. They stay going broke. They stay having excuses. They stay losing their equipment. You know, a lot of them they try and get out of it. You know, You can always find somebody. I can find 12-7. I can probably open up Facebook now and find a 12-7. Let me see. I just go look right over there in the oil field. We got a drive on here. He said West Texas, they can't put no food on the table. So let me open up Facebook Marketplace. Okay, let me see Marketplace. He just told you well drivers can't put no food on the table. So let me just go look over there. Odessa, Texas. Okay, let me see what we got. Let me search for Freightliner. Okay, Freightliner. I'm in Odessa, Texas. Okay, I see one. Oh, whole damn phone just crashed. Okay, let me reopen it. I just saw a classic, but hold on, the phone crashed on me. Marketplace. It's loading up. Or at least I think it's loading up. Try it again. Or did the Wi-Fi go out? Uh-oh. Did the Wi-Fi go out on me or something? Y'all let me know if I'm still live. All of a sudden the phone ain't act like it don't know me no more. How did you like that $9,000 rate Cali to Texas? You gotta go back empty. If you gotta go back empty, it ain't too great. Marketplace. Why the Marketplace ain't opening up? Let me turn Wi-Fi off. If you could take something back and load it, it will be fine. But if you gotta go back empty, okay, get a phone in a second, man. And the Wi-Fi is something. Okay, you still live? Oh, okay. I guess it's just this phone right here. Okay. I don't know what the hell going on. Let me close the app out and try again. Facebook. Okay, Marketplace. Try it again. Okay, there you go. Okay, Odessa, Texas. I'm seeing blowers for sale. Let me type in Freightliner. Boom. Scroll down. I see a 2005 Freightliner Classic with a 14 liter for $15,000. Okay, so right off the top, it's right here. Here's a 14 liter right here. Said they were listed 8 months ago, so I don't know if they still got it for sale. I would imagine it's probably still for sale because 8 months ago they wasn't making money either. So that's one truck right there. See a lot of Cascadias they got for sale. I see a 1999 out there 2 months ago. Let me see what engine. That's an N14 Cummins. Let me keep looking. 2011. Nope. Keep going. 1999. This look like is this a 12.7? Okay, somebody got a month ago. A 1999 Freightliner FLD 120. I don't know if it's a 12.7 or a 14 liter. Let me show you what I'm looking at. I feel like this camera finna overheat. This thing is super hot. So he won $15,000 about a month ago in Odessa. But yeah, what I would do is just wherever these drivers talking about they can't feed their family, just go look for their trucks for sale. They trucks would be for sale. They go a 2005 Freightliner Classic 2 months ago. Looked like 2 months ago they wasn't nobody making no money. That's a Detroit 14. This is our Migo truck. If you look in the description, everything is in Spanish. So Migo getting the hell out of here. Migo getting the hell out of here because all the Migo stuff for sale. Here's a 2002. Look, it's in Spanish too. That's in Spanish. N14. Migo got everything up for sale right now. This one ain't got no, ain't got nothing on that one. Going 2010, he just said free. I know it ain't free though. That's in Spanish too. Migo down bad, y'all. Migo selling auto equipment right now in Odessa, Texas. They got it right there on Facebook Marketplace. See how they doing, Migo? Easton came through there, and now Migo got all his trucks for sale. And so if y'all want trucks, look like out there in Midland, Odessa, Texas, they pushing Migo up out of there. So let me see, raining over here in Nashville. Indeed, this isn't pre-recorded. Nah, Master Pleasures. It's not pre-recorded. Migo will let you see it somewhere on the way to the border. Just got my second cash truck, only 14,000. Good trucks going for cheap right now. Migo selling and moving. That's right. Migo selling and moving. I like my RGN loads. I found some with a cat motor, but I'm trying to spend the least amount possible rebuilding the engine. Ain't nothing cheap about rebuilding no cat engine. Nope. If you want cheap, 12.7s, 14 liters, N14s, that's all that stuff cheap. Ain't nothing cheap about no cat. Ain't nothing cheap about no pack car. You just had a driver. Talking about he got filed bankruptcy because he blew his motor and some kind of way they gave him a bill for $60-some thousand to rebuild it. See, that's pack car right there for you. Now, could I have rebuilt it for way cheaper? I could have thrown the engine away for $3,000. Yeah, for $3,000, I could have had a mechanic unplug it, pull it up with a forklift. We could have got rid of the whole engine for $3,000. Then went on jjrebuilders.com and got any type of engine. I mean, 12.7, 14 liter, DD15, another pack car. We could have went on there and got anything about 10,000, 12,000, 14,000 right there on JJ Rebuilders. But when you don't know any better, you can't do any better. So, you know, yeah, I don't know what dealership told them 60,000. We've been paying 60 nothing. What time is it? 2 o'clock. I found a 1993 too old. Yeah, it's too old. How do you like? Oh, okay, I just read that. Who's Mr. Wallace? Mr. Wallace in the building? I don't see his name. Somebody want to know who is Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace is the owner of 5F. Yeah, he the owner of 5F. So for all y'all renting Sandbox 5F and y'all see Mr. Wallace in here, that's the owner of 5F. Got you out here, you know, renting 5F Halliburton boxes. Yep. See, I told you some tie guys be in here too, man. They be in here. They come hang out with Andrew. Who don't want to hang out with Andrew? There's a lot of suit and tie guys be in here. I know it be saying 100 people. The suit and tie guys be in here. They ain't got. I'm telling you, they don't have nothing better to do but to come hang out with other truck drivers. They try. Listen, the reason why suit and tie guys is be watching because they know they can come to my channel. They can see you guys' paycheck. They can see what ridiculous payments y'all paying, especially with the leasing side. They get an idea of what the hell they can charge y'all. Escrows, $300 a week, and then, you know, they listening to y'all how dumb you know, a lot of y'all talk like y'all ain't graduated high school, so you make every type of justification on why the $300 escrow and the $40 and all these damn deductions is totally fine. So when they hear that and they got the master's degrees and all these degrees on top of you, they hear that and they like, okay, well, we need to go get a brand new truck, and we need to make sure we charge the escrows and occupational accident insurance and ELD fees and all this nonsense, because obviously these people that ain't got no high school diploma are gonna come over here and pay all this shit off, and we can get a better return on this than we can renting the freaking house out, trying to collect freaking $1,400 in rent every month. Well, why would we do that when we can collect $1,400 a day with this lease truck? So, you know, that's how they look at it. But the thing about trucking is there is no educating the driver. A driver refuse to be educated. So therefore, since he don't want to educate himself, we let Mr. Charlie take advantage of him. Okay, so Cubans will include the biker gloves with the truck. Put that rebuild on the credit card. Oh, no. Oh, no. One thing you don't want to do in this trucking as a solo truck driver is try to involve credit into this trucking game. I don't recommend using no type of American Express, Visa, Chase, Navy Federal, none of them banks, because number one, when you start to use a credit card, you start to pay way more money. Okay, for example, the dude that just got that $60,000 repair bill to rebuild his engine, if he had a credit card with a limit that high, he would have swiped it and been paying $60,000. When you ain't got no limit that high on the credit card, if it was me, it becomes, okay, well, first of all, we ain't gonna pay 60 for nothing. So well, how much cash do I got? Okay, well, I got freaking $12,000. Okay, well, they want 60 over there at I don't know, Pat Carr. I don't know what is that Peterbilt? No, Kenworth. I don't know who that is. Whoever do the Pat Carr engines, they want 60, but I only got 12 cash over here. So obviously I need to find somebody who work with this 12. Okay, well, we got a mechanic down here in by Josh's house. Now for 12 for 8,500, You can get that if you can get that pack car down to him for that 8,500. He can rebuild that whole damn thing. Matter of fact, let me go on ATL Diesel and let me see. Got a phone call. Take this phone call right quick. Give me a second. Hello. Okay, I'll call you back in a minute. Okay. Do what? I'll get called back in a second. ATL Diesel. Pack car, let me see. Let's go on here and look. Pack car, they got it on here. Okay, MX-13 overhaul kit. 4900. So my mechanic, he would have told you to go do this right here. He'd been like, hey, look, what we gonna do? We're gonna go to ATL Diesel. You gonna order this kit right here. You're gonna put your serial number in so it matches up with your engine, and you're gonna bring me. You're gonna have them ship all these parts to me. All right. And then what's the price? The price right here, $5,000. Here we gonna pay $5,000. It's gonna come with everything you need right there for the overhaul. You see that? It's gonna come with everything you need, and man, give me $3,500 for labor. We gonna have you back on the road, and whoever told you $60,000, you need to fire them and block their number. You know, fire them, block their number. So pack cars, Peterbilt, Kenworth, and DAF truck. Here to do it all over again. I was definitely losing thousands upon thousands of dollars playing the option game. Yeah. I would have did no options. Just like I try to tell like that, and I do no day trading, but that's gonna be another 5-10 years before you know, y'all know how to go with truck drivers. So yeah, that's all I would have did. I would just, instead of doing options trading, I would have just bought the stocks and held them. But you know, even I got to learn. So going forward, buy the stocks and hold them. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, we don't do no options trading. We don't do no day trading. We don't do no swing trading. None of that crap. We don't do no futures and all this stuff that cause truck drivers to go be even broker. Me, I tell people, man, if you want to do the options trading or the forex and all that, look, you can have a much better experience just going to Vegas, follow Josh over to Vegas, and y'all just go in there and play slot machines and craps and blackjack and poker. I mean, it comes with hotels and you get the bar and full plate of food. You know, you got the restaurant. You get the whole experience. Get the whole experience. Versus, you know, you pull up your phone right here and you know, you do some options trading, and the shit, all it takes is for it to go the wrong direction, and oh my god, oh my god, you be down $8,000 in just an hour. You start doing options trading on one of these earnings calls, and it go the wrong way. Woo-wee. Lost 40K in options last month. See what I'm talking about? And all it takes is one wrong call, and it go down too far, and man, you out of there. You will be out of there. Not the MS-13 overhaul. Yeah, they got that too. They got it. I'm telling you, man. These third-party aftermarket manufacturers, man, they hard on Freightliner. They hard on these dealerships. Shoot, man, these people keep you in business. They will keep you in business. Let's see. Whoever is looking for a Detroit, Freightliner, Columbia, Century, FLD Classic, just narrow your search. That come with 12.7 and 14 liter. Oh, that's really what they need to do. Just narrow the search. What's the oldest truck we can get? Who is we? Hold on now. Oldest truck we can get. We can get for what? We get for what? I ain't got no recommendation on that. I don't even know why people asking me about old trucks now. I don't know what they gonna do with it now. Mr. Charlie damn near want you to have a 10 years of newer truck anyway, so I don't know what people buying these trucks for. That's why I got my disclaimer, man, because You go and get you this 1990, this 2002 truck. Who you gonna lease it on to? You ain't got no authority. You ain't got no authority. So I mean, what you gonna do with this truck? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no idea. How is 1993 too old, but not 1996 isn't too old? Man. What you gonna do with this 1993? Give me the game plan first. Give me the game plan. And what engine on 1993, what engine is that? What engine and how much? Give me the game plan. Let me see. Migos down bad. I thought you said Migos was taking his equipment with him. He's selling that. Yeah, Migo. On the news, they said that, you know, down there in Mexico, they need about 200,000 truck drivers. So I thought Migo was going to take his trucks and cross the border with him. But Migo said, man, we ain't got no money right now. Migo been working damn near for free in the oil field. Which y'all down there in West Texas, y'all know all the people that need money, we left. You know, all of us that we actually need money, we left. You know, the people, you know, the people with all the excuses, you know, these are the people that work the lowest in trucking, especially when it comes to the oil field. They sound like this. Hey, Andrew, man, I got a family to feed, man. I got 5 kids, man. I gotta put food on the table, man. I gotta do something. So what you do is you work and get no check, or you work and they just pay you so low that you ain't got no money to not only to feed the kids, you ain't even got no money to go home no more. Gotcha. Putting food on the table. I see the people right now in the oil field. They ain't. Well, we ain't gonna say that. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Let's see what we talking about. Is it gonna scroll on me? Okay, there we go. What do you think is the best region in the country for tanker or flatbed, as in regional or local driver? For flatbed, I have no idea. For tanker, I mean, everybody down there on I-10, the I-10 corridor, probably making the most money as far as tanker. If you talking about chemicals, fuel hauling, that could be anywhere, man, because fuel hauling is hourly. If you talking about fuel hauling, anywhere that's not the South, so out there in the West, out there in the Northeast, North Dakota, all that whole, everything above us here in the South, that's gonna pay higher than down here in the South with fuel haulers. The fuel haulers down here are already struggling, man, to keep food on the table now, because the pay is not so good, man. We down here 28 an hour, and to be honest, the Ford here in Nashville, Mr. Charles just built all these brand new houses 2 streets over. Them houses cost $400,000. That's the starting price. Loves ain't paying you no $400,000. You can't even qualify making $100K for nothing over there. Oh, not the whole entire street. You can't qualify for nothing. You're not getting paid enough. So I just think the pay all together need to go up. But you know, they think because we live in the South, I guess, that from what I understand, it's cheaper to live in the South. It's not cheap to live in Nashville. I don't know what ain't this cheap shit at. The only way you gonna get some cheap around here is if you in one of these habitat houses back here. And I don't even know how you even get in these houses back here. All these habitat houses, you can get in those if you. I don't know what you gotta do. You probably gonna have to have some type of story. You gotta tell them how you swam across the border or something, you know, or you came from freaking. You swam across the Atlantic Ocean. You got to have some type of sad story, you know. You came off the Titanic or something. You Titanic survivor or something. You got to have some type of story to get in them habitat homes. I don't know how them people over there do it. Show the people video when he got the truck, and 6 days later, in old truck doing Amazon. I'm not sure what you mean. Check out Old Boy I Sent You, fired in 6 days at Ego. Oh, I forgot to watch that video. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Let me see. That boy truck trapping 379 outside for real. Okay, so we back talking about the truck driving in the oil field with the diamond teeth. So I watched this video today. He was driving a Porsche Panorama. Did anybody catch that? Did anybody? Let me go and check again. I said, okay, so now they got diamond teeth and Lamborghinis and Today they driving Porsche Panoramas. Let me pull it back up again. Do I got Instagram on this phone? Let's see what they are here. I don't know if I got Instagram on this phone. Nope. I'd pull out this phone. Go ahead and check again. See what I'm missing. Yeah, I'm making too much money in the oil field, huh? Is that right, huh? Okay. Oh, Kanye West in the building. Okay. What is he doing? Oh, he had the Diddy trial. Is he going inside? Oh, they let him inside. Okay. Okay, I didn't see that. I'm missing out on some entertainment, huh? Okay, let me go check and see what we got going on. Okay, let me see how y'all riding in the oil field. Okay, he eating like how me and Lewis used to eat. Oh, y'all can't see. Okay, let me take a look now. Take a look now. Okay.
Your brother in this bitch. I don't want nobody else in the truck but you and your brother.
Once I don't want to go home.
Okay, you ain't gotta go home.
That was the first thing he asked me. He said, "They sleepers?" I said, "Anything." I said, "I don't want to go home." Like shit.
He said that nigga he can put his family in that bitch as long as he works.
As long as he bringing that paper.
As long as he bringing the paper. Fuck.
Okay. So y'all out here Porsche Panoramas. But anyways, man, this camera at 1%, so it's gonna down, y'all. So I gotta get up out of here. But yeah, man, we're gonna come back with another video later on. This camera finna drop dead on y'all. It's literally on 1%.